Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry. Today's video is going to be all about our first story event, Valentine's Confections. I'm going to take a look at the rewards, give my thoughts on the event overall, but not really show off any gameplay this time because as we'll see, this is a new type of event where there's not really any special quests or maps for us to complete. So let's go into the event page. Valentine's Confections is our first story event. Basically, the way this works is, for any quest in the game, whether that's a story quest or an event quest, you're going to collect something called Ravishing Roses, and you can use these Ravishing Roses to unlock stories. So right now, there are 2 stories out. One of them's with Elisan and Cleo, the other's with Ronsel and Luca. I thought both stories were pretty cute, but they did this thing that was a little bit weird to me, where we actually were seeing the stories from the POV of Yuden. So the camera kind of zoomed in on the characters we were looking at. Yuden didn't speak in the event, and I don't actually mind that, but the thing I found weird was how much these characters were sort of praising the virtues of Yuden. I'm not used to thinking of myself as the protagonist in this game, so hearing them talk about the praises of my character was really weird to me, but nonetheless, I think it's an okay type of event. I feel like this is definitely a palette cleanser. It reminds me a lot of Forging Bonds in Fire Emblem Heroes. So basically a more casual event with some good rewards. It's not too hard to complete and it's accessible to everyone. So as you can see, as the event goes on, we're going to get even more stories. On the 17th, we're going to get Orion and Ezlith. And then on the 20th, we're going to get Prometheus and Hildegard. So this gives you a reason to keep checking in. Basically, as far as the event goes, the quests I'd recommend are definitely the ones that cost more stamina. So we'll go to our daily event quests here. Basically, if you can, Imperial Onslaught on Master Difficulty is going to be your best use of wings to collect those roses because it only costs 2, and you get around 175 or so Ravishing Roses from doing that. With your stamina, if you can do Master Difficulty or even Expert on IO or Master on Dragon Trials, those are also going to be good ways to collect roses. Now there are some limited endeavors as well. I've already done them, but there's one for defeating a Choco Golem and there's one for defeating a Valentine's Day Slime. These are rare spawns, so you'll find those by playing the Avenues maps and the Elemental Ruins. If you want the slime in particular, it's going to be easiest to find on lower difficulty maps. So I would recommend just going in here to Avenue to Fortune and going on to Beginner, walking up to the bridge, seeing if there's a rare enemy. If not, you can just hit Give Up. Do this if you're playing single player only, please, but hit Give Up. You can try again, and eventually you'll find that slime. The Choco Golem you'll probably find just by doing your dailies on the harder difficulties eventually. They are wind elements, so in that sense, it is good to have a flame character with you. That is the only real way that element factors into this event, because otherwise it's totally freeform. And I've seen a lot of players actually like this, especially hardcore ones who play every day, because essentially it just means bonus rewards for what you are already doing. But I'd love to hear what you have to say about it, what you think. If you're a more casual player, does this type of event appeal to you at all, or are you not as happy with this as some of the raids and facility events? In my case, I'm happy because the rewards are so good and this was gameplay I was going to be doing anyway. It is a little bit disappointing there's not as much to show off, because I don't really want to show the stories, I want you to experience those yourself. There are also some castle stories this time around which are really fun, so definitely check those out. Now as far as rewards go, the real highlights here are the things that are 1 of or 2 of. So Twinkling Sands, you can get 2 of these. Champion's Testament and Knight's Testament, you can get 2 of these, which is a first for the Champion's Testament, and that's really awesome. You need that for your 5-star characters. Very precious resource. Golden Key, you can get 1. I already got it, but you can also get 3 golden fragments, which you need 10 to convert into a golden key, and normally we get 3 of those or so for our facility event. Then there are those 2 looking glasses, which are for castle stories. And the Petal Queen, you can get enough copies of to max Unbind, but as you can see, you're only going to be able to get these extra copies as the event proceeds, because you have to read those event stories. Same thing with the Silver Keys, you can get 2 of those. This will unbind a 4-star Worm print. And I definitely recommend just hold on to these unbinding materials. We don't know how dual worm prints will work yet. If there's some kind of rarity restriction, then suddenly which 4-star worm print you use this on starts to look a lot more important. As of now, if I had to say, I would probably say Saintly Delivery, because it's a seasonal worm print, is the best 4-star worm print to use this on. My reasoning there is you're never going to get it in the gacha pool, so you never have to worry about getting more copies and having wasted your silver key. For those of you who don't know, that worm print provides 25% stun res and 15% skill damage once max unbound, so if you're able to max unbind that, you could put it on an adventurer and take them to High Midgard Stormer, especially as a secondary worm print that could shore up a 3-star character like Elaine. Besides that, Silk Lens of Hand is in that same boat. It provides the same amount of skill damage and it provides 25% blindness res. But for now, blindness is less important as a status affliction because it's really only a threat in Light Imperial Onslaught. Then you have 2 steel bricks. These can be used to unbind a 4-star weapon. I definitely recommend saving these for elemental weapons, but just like with the keys, I would say save these for after Void Battle because we don't really know what the special weapons from that are going to be like, and it's possible the 4-star elemental weapons that are there are going to be even more important to us or generally more useful for certain characters' kits. We did get a sneak peek at that, and there's a Chinese image circulating with the appearance of 4 of the bosses. It looks a little bit troubling to me because some of them look like reskins, so I'm kind of on the fence on that, but I'm going to wait and see until Void Battles actually comes out. From there, the other big ticket item here has got to be this Damascus Ingot. This is huge. This was also given out with random chance during Shishimai in the New Year's raid event, and this is really valuable. You can use this to power up your strongest adventurers, the ones you want to take on high dragons. You can slowly max unbind a 5-star elemental weapon, and those are the only weapons I would suggest using this on. But just like before, I think save this until Void Battles come out, because we don't really know how that's going to affect things. Otherwise, another good use of this is if you do max unbind a 5-star elemental weapon, because say you've been buying the monthly packs or you got lucky during New Year's, you can actually dismantle those weapons and use that system to get a lot of Twinkling Sand, which otherwise we've only been getting a few of per event. So if you want to craft even more 5-star elemental weapons of different elements across the board, that is one technique that I'm slowly working my way toward. Right now, my 5-star Flame Elemental Sword has been unbound once, and with this, it'll have been able to be unbound twice. I'm probably not going to do that right away, like I said, because I'm going to wait for Void Battles. That's really all the tips I want to give for this treasure trade. Especially if you're only playing this lightly or casually, go for these special items, the unbinding items, the Wormprint Petal Queen. Go for the keys, the testaments, the sand. And if you play through more often, at that point pick up the mana, the rupees, the crystals are less important, the orbs are less important, but these waters are also going to be nice. You only usually get a lot of those during facility events, so it's not a bad thing to pick up. Definitely let me know what you think of this event. I will say that we also get some free worm prints with this. The stats on them are lower or weaker than the free worm prints we're used to getting, but they're almost like Valentine's Day cards. They are more collectibles, they come at level 100 already, so even though the stats are a little bit lower, they require less investment. We have gotten data mines of the new worm prints, so I'm going to post a link to Gamepedia in the description. If you want to check them out, they do look really pretty, the artwork looks good. I wouldn't say any of them are super remarkable, although the worm print that provides Energized Prep, which features Not, is nice for Annalie or Lucretia. Other than that, these are more your welfare or your budget options. With that, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend. Take care, and I'll see you next time.